My dear Sugar Plum, this is a gentle reminder, a historical account for you. Binance Coin, so BNB, their top 100 wallets owned 99.45% of all BNB. If you noticed here, I only wrote 99%. Do you want to know why? Because 99.45% sounded so absurdly big, it sounded like a meme number. But I'm telling the truth, it actually said 99.45%. It was huge. 99% still huge. No making this up. This is the truth. You know who tweeted this? Sir Johnny Chaos. Sir Johnny Chaos is one of the people's favorites in the Hexagon community. An outstanding member of society. Gets you to long-term hodl, to stay on the righteous path. Look what happened. He tweeted about it on Twitter. And here we are, everybody pretends we're living on our own little pirate island and we're yelling into open space, we're shadow banned everywhere. But they took notice. They took notice of everything and started gaining traction. They did not post anything. So Binance noticed it. And then within the next 48 hours, do you know what they did? They transferred out their BNB coins. They split it to daughter addresses. I think it's down to like 70% now, the top 100 wallets own. They did a lot of sneaky stuff. We recorded this. I'm making this video so you know. Most cryptos have central ownership. There's nothing wrong with it. Just accept it. Why you have to know this is because when people don't own your bag, they will give you any reason they can find to tell you why your bag sucks. Because we're teams. We're all waving different flags and different ticker symbols. The stock market is just a boomer, boring version of what we do. And they're going to find out the hard way. They don't really have entitlements to the profits within their companies. In crypto land, we understand this. That's why a lot of us, peanut brains, salty crystals, don't know what's going on, very confused, sitting on squeaky chairs, straight posture. Don't let anybody fudge you out of your bags with this centralized, decentralized, jazz. Binance is very centralized. Binance pump their coin. Decentralization doesn't pump coins. Unfortunately, what happens is the ownership gets split amongst too many people. And what happens is you find a lot of dumping because it's very hard to convince everyone not to sell or take profits. People got offices to pay, people fall off, people just want to get out, people have fears. If you are just focusing on like one person who's like all in, it's so much easier to read them. Elon Musk, so much easier to read him, even though he was dumping them top. So much easier to think about it like that. CZ, Binance, he sold his house in 2013 in China, went literally all in Bitcoin, became a billionaire. You can think about these types of people. It's one person. When have you ever heard a success story of like, oh, there were these 35 people and they all became rich and they made a company? You never hear that, man. It's always like one person and they got a sidekick somewhere that you never hear about. It's centralized. Everything is centralized. You got to pick the best centralized stuff. So just accept it into your heart. Don't ever forget this. So speaking of this, even Optimism, a layer 2 chain. I mean, this was just the biggest egregious, disgusting, poopy fact I found. I find it highly suspicious that fake DeFi coin Optimism has a perfect token schedule. So if you got me as a mastermind, let's say I was a VC insider, I'm sitting there, I'm shaven, I had a shower this week, I'm eating sandwiches in the lobby. They don't even eat apples straight from the skin. They don't take a bite. They cut them perfectly into quarters. These animals, savages. If you asked me, as one of these VCs, to make a token schedule, I would release exactly what these guys did. Look what they did. Okay, I'll explain it here. They released 90% of their coin supply by 2025, the very, very end. This is exactly the Bitcoin halvening schedule. This is no mistake, you know. So isn't that coincidentally like, oh, golly gee, friends, we're just We're just going to give ourselves the biggest bulk of the coins right between the Bitcoin halvening and the traditional all-time top euphoria. This is not coincidence. VCs, insiders, you couldn't get an allocation. I couldn't get an allocation. I tried. No one could get it. You got to be an ETH maxi. You got to be an insider. That's how it is. That's how it is, okay? I'm not going to cry about it. I'm just going to let you know. They're fake. It's all fake. Don't buy their bags. I hold many coins. If you don't like my coins and you call me a poopy head, that's fine. I just want you to know the marketing messages that you absorb for most of these other coins, they've brainwashed most of you because they're just convincing you to hold their bag while they're up 100x. And you might say to me, oh, doesn't every coin do that? Yes. Yes, it does. But you just got to admit that, you're holding coins. It's the same game too. Michael Saylor bought Roger Ver's 28,000x bag. There could be a dark prophecy coming. MicroStrategy is probably going to have to dump Bitcoin in the next bull market to cover their debts. That's right. As it goes up, they got to pay off the debts. And they've got to pretend like, no, we still believe in it. We didn't want to. It's all a game. Don't forget it's a game. In Ethereum, they're all about public good, decentralization. That's why all these layer 2 coins and all these governance coins around, they keep chanting the decentralization meme. This is a spin-off from Ethereum. Ethereum, the diamond, okay? Ethereum, they always talk about decentralization because it's like a sister of Bitcoin, which was maximum decentralization. The new breed of bulltards, the new breed of peanut brains, which is us, we're bulltard with peanut brains, we don't really care about that. We understand we're here for the value creation. We're here for, can you make something that grabs a lot of people, which represents the number go up? Can you make the candle go green? Can you make it go anti-down? Anti-down is a direction called up. Can you do that? That's what we're here for. So what we're actually realizing, I am here to tell you as a messenger, the people of the old, the Bitcoin and the Ethereum people, they were here for number go up as well. But the technology was so new and cool that when the number went up, they were like, no, I was here for the tech, man. It just so happens to be that we add so much value that they come hand in hand. But now what you're going to see with Bitcoin and Ethereum is their curves for the prices are starting to do this, right? So the people who got in early, like here, they're okay. But everybody coming up here, you're realizing you're now a sucker. They're not going to accommodate for you. That's why you have these Optimism. That's why you have these layer 2s trying to do this stuff and trying to just make a coin so they can dump somewhere. Look at this. They always use these different language as well. Core contributors. Yeah, I wonder who they are. Investors. Wonder who they are. Ecosystem fund. It doesn't even matter. All these are a load of baloney, okay? All of it's a load of baloney. I don't care. Don't care. You know you're getting grifted somewhere. Don't buy their 10x bag. By the way, their inflation, you go and look at this number, their inflation goes up 10x. That's right. 10x. Yes, that's right. They have 10% of their coins out now. You don't believe me, right? Look at this. 10% of their coins out. Fully diluted. 6.9 billion. Market cap 539 million. That means they've only got like 9% out. They're going to release 10x more inflation between now and the end of the year where they expect the euphoria. Come on, man. Who are you kidding here? Who are you kidding? You might fool the JPEGers. You might fool the decentralization maxis who are happy to make 40% because they don't even dream anymore of 10x's because they're so conditioned to being destroyed. You can fool them, but you can't fool me. There's nothing in this brain to fool. Just hollow air. Don't get affected, all right? Don't forget. Okay, look. At the end of the day, everything's centralized. There's people in control, there's whales in control, all right? Forget that. When it comes to your own bags, any word or meme that other people say doesn't change anything about the number of people in there. They can say it's centralized. They can say it's too high, it's too low, this or that. It doesn't matter. From Metcalfe's law, all right, from ML, Metcalfe's law, if you have enough people, and these dots are nodes, if you have enough people in your network and they're all in the community and everything's linking up, the market will give this a value, V. It will give it a value. And if you can increase that even more, it'll give you value squared. You get a parabolic price pump. That is it. You get more numbers in, your price goes up. Don't ask me about the delicate intricacies of each different coin. Who cares? More people, better. Anytime someone says, oh, your coin is centralized, this, that, you know what they're doing? When people talk about your coin being too centralized, what they actually say is they're saying that they remember the Bitcoin maxi narratives from like 10 years ago of decentralization. So they're still applying these dead narrative today. Those are dead narratives. They're never coming back. Every single coin is centralized. Binance are trying to hide it. They own 99.545% of the coins. They're so embarrassed by it, they're putting it down. Don't be fooled by anyone or anything. Centralization's good, but these guys, they try to hide it. You got to think back, man. Have you ever heard of any success story where value was created because 10 entrepreneurs got together and they're like, yeah, we can make a decision for the future of this ecosystem? Never happens. Too many sharks, too many poopy heads, too many dingleberries. You need one. There's one Satoshi. There's one Vitalik. There's one Elon Musk. There's one Richard Hart. There's one Sergey Nazarov, Chainlink. There's only one of them. You're a baby doll, baby cake. There's only one of them. Infinite friendship. Tell mum and dad that you love them.